Every silent spike in blood pressure steals a little strength from your heart and brain. But research shows that in just 5 calm minutes, you can bring those numbers down without a single pill. It's not complicated. It's not exhausting. And the surprising part, seniors in their 60s and 70s are finding this one breathing rhythm works as well as medication. You can try it right at home, sitting in your favorite chair. After 60, blood vessels stiffen, stress hormones stay high, and many seniors feel trapped between rising numbers and more prescriptions. I've seen the worry on patients' faces, fear of strokes, heart attacks, or becoming a burden on family. But here's the good news. Just 5 minutes of guided breathing can reset your body's pressure thermostat. This isn't theory. It's backed by Harvard-level research and proven in seniors worldwide. And while this video is for education only, what you'll learn today may help you feel calmer, stronger, and more in control. 1. The silent change in aging arteries. Frank is 72. Just climbing a few steps left him dizzy and clutching the railing. He sighed and thought, well, that's just age catching up with me. But what his doctor told him was different. It wasn't simply age. After 60, the walls of our arteries quietly change. They lose elastin, that stretchy protein that once let them expand with every heartbeat. At the same time, collagen builds up, making them stiffer. Imagine a garden hose left out in the sun. Once flexible, now it's brittle. The same thing happens inside us. That stiffness is why so many seniors see their top blood pressure number creep higher, even while the bottom stays normal. It's called isolated systolic hypertension, and it affects nearly 7 out of 10 people after 65. Silent but dangerous. Here's the hopeful part. A 2018 study looked at older adults practicing slow breathing, just 6 breaths a minute. In as little as 5 minutes, their systolic numbers dropped by as much as 10 points. That's the kind of improvement we usually expect from medication. So, what does this look like in real life? Sit down in your favorite chair. Place one hand on your belly. Inhale gently for about 5 seconds, feeling your belly rise. Exhale for 5 seconds, letting it fall. That's one cycle. 6 times in a minute, for just 5 minutes a day. Frank started doing this every morning before coffee. Within weeks, he told me, I feel steadier on my feet. No more dizzy spells. And I never thought breathing could do what my pills couldn't. And here's where it gets even more surprising, because your body has a built-in pressure thermostat. And with the right rhythm, you can actually reset it. 2. Resetting your body's pressure. Thermostat. Rosa is 68. Every night before bed, she worried about her blood pressure. The cuff numbers kept creeping up, no matter what she ate. She told me, it feels like my body just forgot how to calm down. And in a way, that's exactly what happens after 60. Our bodies have a built-in pressure thermostat. It's called the baroreflex. Think of it as the switch that tells your blood vessels when to relax. But with age, that switch gets sluggish. The thermostat doesn't respond as quickly, so pressure stays high. Now, here's the encouraging news. A meta-analysis in 2023 looked at over 1,000 people using slow, patterned breathing. On average, their top blood pressure number dropped by about 7 points. That may sound small, but in medicine, that's enough to cut stroke risk by nearly 20%. And the simplest rhythm of all, something called box breathing. Picture a box. Inhale for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Then repeat. Just 5 minutes a day can retrain that thermostat, reminding your body how to settle into calm again. Rosa gave it a try. She sat in her chair each evening, hands on her lap, and traced the imaginary box with her breath. After a week, she noticed her morning readings were lower. After a month, her nurse said, "These numbers look like a younger woman's." Rosa smiled and whispered, "All I did was breathe, and yet Breathing does even more than reset the thermostat, because hidden behind the numbers is a powerful hormone, one that quietly fuels blood pressure spikes when left unchecked. And once you understand it, you'll see why stress feels like it ages you overnight. 3. The cortisol connection. Margaret is 70. She told me, every time I get bad news on the phone, I can feel my blood pressure shoot up. It's like my body betrays me. That feeling has a name: cortisol. Cortisol is your body's main stress hormone. In short bursts, it helps you survive danger. But after 60, cortisol no longer follows the natural day and night rhythm. Instead, it stays elevated, like a floodlight that never turns off. And when that happens, your body holds on to more sodium, your blood vessels tighten, and pressure climbs. Over time, this constant floodlight doesn't just raise your blood pressure, it steals energy, weakens sleep, and speeds up aging. Here's the hopeful part. A 2024 study on mindfulness interventions showed seniors who practiced guided breathing twice a day had not only lower blood pressure, but also lower cortisol levels. Their bodies finally got permission to exhale. The technique Margaret used is called 4-7-8 breathing. She sat down, inhaled gently for 4 seconds, held her breath for 7, and then exhaled slowly for 8. Just 2 rounds made her shoulders drop and her chest feel lighter. She practiced this after stressful calls, twice a day. Within 3 weeks, her blood pressure cuff showed calmer numbers, even during stressful days. And for the first time in years, she told me, I don't feel like a prisoner to my stress anymore. But the story doesn't end with cortisol. Because deeper in your body, there's a nerve, a hidden pathway, that can flip your system from stress mode to healing mode. And once it's activated, the benefits go far beyond blood pressure. 4. Inflammation and the vagus nerve. James is 75, living in an assisted care home. He often complained of poor sleep, achy joints, and numbers on his blood pressure cuff that just wouldn't budge. He said, "It feels like my whole body is on fire inside. That hidden fire has a name: inflammaging. As we get older, inflammatory molecules like interleukin-6 and tumor necrosis factor alpha rise, quietly damaging blood vessels and keeping blood pressure high. It's like tiny sparks jumping around in your arteries, making the walls stiffer and weaker over time. But the body also has a powerful switch to calm that fire: the vagus nerve. When you breathe deeply, especially with guided rhythms, this nerve acts like a reset button. It tells your body, we're safe now. And when the vagus nerve is activated, inflammation drops, blood vessels relax, and pressure eases. One trial in aged care residents used a simple breathing device 3 times a week, 15 minutes at a time. After 8 weeks, their blood pressure was significantly lower, and many reported sleeping more peacefully. The researchers noted something beautiful. This method had no side effects, no contraindications, just calm. James joined one of these sessions. At first, he was skeptical, but after a few weeks, he told the nurse, I fall asleep easier now. My joints don't ache as much, and my numbers are finally coming down. This is the hidden gift of breathing. It doesn't just lower pressure, it cools the fire that ages us. And yet, many still believe that occasional spikes aren't dangerous. But what most people don't realize is that even short bursts of high pressure can quietly increase stroke risk. That's why the next part may surprise you. Lowering blood pressure isn't just about chasing numbers on a machine. It's about giving your heart a gentler beat, your brain clearer circulation, and your family the comfort of knowing you're still steady, still strong. And here's the beauty. It doesn't take hours or another prescription, just 5 quiet minutes a day. A few calm breaths, a moment of stillness that tells your body, we are safe. I've watched seniors go from fearful to hopeful, from dizzy to steady, just by making space for this daily pause. And I wonder, what might change for you if you began today? Imagine your mornings calmer. Imagine your evenings lighter. Imagine the strength you'll still share with those you love. So, here's my invitation. Try one breathing session today, just 5 minutes. Then notice how you feel, and tell me in the comments. Have you ever tried deep breathing for your blood pressure? I'd love to hear your experience because your story might give hope to someone else watching. If this video helped you, consider subscribing to Healthy Aging Hub. Each week we share research-backed, senior-safe ways to protect your independence, your vitality, and your peace of mind. And remember, your doctor knows your full history best. Please always share new habits with them so your care is safe and personal. Stay well, breathe easy, and I'll see you in the next episode.